It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, what's happening? It's showtime. Showtime, everybody. Yes, the Geno Jones Show. So, okay, I know you figured it out now, right? I'm him. And I come to you live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. in Chicago. And my people, my crew out on the west side, the West Coast, L.A., San Francisco, Portland, where my firstborn and my son-in-law, Boogie, a.k.a. Lauren Hill Vaughn and Jonathan Vaughn, are doing their thing. It is 3:30 p.m. Please subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. You on YouTube. You and everybody else you know, that you like, that you love, that you can't stand. Folks you ain't that crazy about. Strangers, aliens. Tell them all, the biggest, the best, the baddest show in the business. The Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. And if you miss it live, you can go back and binge watch all my back episodes today. Well. Let's jump right into it. By the way, make sure you check out Monday's show. I did a very special tribute show to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Wait until you hear what I had to say and what Dr. King had to say that a lot of people kind of overlook. Last night's show was fire. It is must-see TV. You got to check that out. Today, we jump it off. So somebody who rarely, I won't say never, I got to be fair to the dude, to the brother. Rarely does he apologize. You know, he speaks his mind. I'm not mad at him. I speak my mind. He's got his platform. I've got mine. So, Stephen A. Smith, big star at ESPN. He hosts a sports debate show called First Take. They're like #1 in their time slot. So, Stephen A. Smith is making the rounds on other television shows and radio shows. He's got a brand new book called Straight Shooter, because he is self-proclaimed a straight shooter. Well, maybe his aim was a little too good, because he had to go ahead and do the moonwalk and apologize to Rihanna. So he was on Sherri Shepherd's daytime show, and they got to talking about Rihanna. Now, you heard last week, I told you that Rihanna is going to perform. She is going to be the halftime performer at this year's Super Bowl, which is going to be in Glendale, Arizona. That's basically like part of the Phoenix metro area on Sunday, February 12th, which happens to be Boogie's birthday, my firstborn daughter. I digress. So they were talking about, Beyonce's going to, oh, by the way, not Beyonce, but Rihanna's going to perform. By the way, Rihanna has just released, in case you missed it last week, not only did I mention that Rihanna is going to do the halftime performance, she's going to be the halftime performer at the Super Bowl in about 3 weeks now. She also has released her Game Day collection, which is part of her Savage by Fenty line. It's like sportswear, athletic wear, hoodies and jerseys. They got the full jerseys, and she's got some crop jerseys for women. The sweat, I guess the dudes can wear them too, but I don't know. Fellas, just my take. Fellas and the crop jerseys. What Ezekiel Elliott, I seen him, like not in the game, but in practice, he'll have like this cropped Dallas Cowboy jersey. I'm just saying. Well, he's got a six-pack. A lot of you dudes, I would recommend that you don't do the crop jersey. All right, because you might look like you're having triplets. So I'm just saying, you might not want to do that. That drip might not fit you. But she's got her own drip, new collection, hoodies, sweatpants, jerseys, crop jerseys, scullies, scarves. So Stephen A. was on Sherri Shepherd's daytime talk show. They got to talking about the halftime show, and Rihanna. And Stephen A. basically said, listen, Rihanna, she's excellent performer. She's great. He's enjoyed her as an artist, but he said, she ain't no Beyonce. She's not Beyonce. Well, no, Rihanna ain't Beyonce. Nobody ain't Beyonce. Hell, nobody is Janet. If we're going to do that, I'm just saying. But I understand. Now, this is what you got to understand. So he does a sports debate show. He's made millions of dollars. Just a debate. It's a debate show, and they, for the most part, they debate sports. Sometimes they get into social political commentary, but it's a sports debate show. Like, you'd have in a barber shop or whatever. Ladies, y'all get it. Y'all have y'all debates about whatever, So I'm just saying, I don't think that he was intentionally trying to shade Riri. But, Riri's fans took it that way. Maybe Rihanna took it that way too. I don't know. I do not know. But, oh, my God, they came for Stephen A. I don't know. Look, I don't know who he got a call or text from. Then a couple hours later, he's on Twitter with a video apology to Rihanna that was about 3 minutes long. And he was like, listen, I love Rihanna. She's great. He meant no disrespect. He's looking forward to seeing her perform at this year's Super Bowl halftime show. I am too. No, she isn't Beyonce. Ain't nobody Beyonce. Now, Stephen A was going on about Beyonce's was the greatest halftime performance. It's subjective. Because as far as I'm concerned, people sleep on Michael Jackson. All right, Michael Jackson was doing some stuff, flying around with a jetpack on the top of the stadium. Google Michael Jackson's Super Bowl halftime performance. Because y'all just sleep on Michael. If anybody, Michael Jackson's fans should be upset. And Beyonce's was great. It depends. Listen, if you're part of the Beehive, you think Beyonce is the greatest at everything. Ain't nobody better than Beyonce if you're in the Beehive. Look, I love B, but listen, you wouldn't even have Beyonce and a lot of these. Britney Spears, Janet is the one. Janet is like the you can have two goats because Janet and Beyonce are just. Beyonce is like the next generation. What Janet was doing in the early 90s, Beyonce started doing it in the 2000s, the 2010s, and 2020. It's an evolution. Tina Turner was doing it in the 60s. But it's natural to, listen, it's like Michael Jackson and Prince. You got people who swear Prince is like the greatest entertainer of all time, which he's not, but he's close. All right, Michael Jackson is the undisputed GOAT. But if you like Prince, if you love Prince, you ain't trying to hear that. And it's good. That's what makes this conversation and debate fun. But people really thought that Stephen A was, now he can be shady. He can shade some folks when he want to now. Oh, it can be like a full eclipse. I don't think he was doing that to Rihanna. Because I saw the video. But then I saw the video apology because a lot of people, and he said, listen, I am on television. I do television for a living. I should choose my words more carefully. I got it. And listen, he's on a book tour. He's promoting a brand new book called Straight Shooter. And I'm talking about it on my show. Stephen is smart. Come on now. He's been in this media game for a while too, like me. He knew. Okay. Because now, people like, oh, wait a minute, Steve, what's he? Oh, he got a book? Let's see what he got to say in the book. Controversy. Controversy sells. He's made millions of dollars by saying what many people feel are controversial. I ain't knocking the hustle, not at all. But, I'm just wondering who in the hell got on the phone, who called or texted his ass and said, hey, man, Rihanna must have said, put Stephen A on the phone. Yo, this is Reed. I heard what you had to say, partner. So, yes, I am looking forward to seeing Rihanna. I'm going to be honest with you. Last year's Super Bowl halftime performance with Dr. Dre and Snoop and Mary and Eminem and 50, and Kendrick Lamar. Look, I don't care who you could have Rihanna and Beyonce on stage together. They got to bring it, and I'm sure they will. But look, man, Dre and them with just the whole production and everything else, special effects, man, they went next level. Just go Google last year's Super Bowl halftime show with Dr. Dre and Snoop and Mary J. Man, y'all can play around if you want to. But Michael, come on. And then nobody could out-sing Whitney. Who sounded greater just singing national anthem or halftime than Whitney Houston? Okay? So we could have this conversation. Hopefully I'm going to get Keela Carson on so her and I will go back and forth. Because it depends. It's like, I like catfish. Some people like salmon. Some like trout. Some like shrimp. Some like red snapper. Some like whiting. Okay? It depends on your taste. But Riri, do your thing. Handle your business. You are handling your business. Congratulations on your new clothing line. Look out. The Alexandria Nicole Designs collection is coming soon. And all you designers, just keep your head up because she's coming. That's all I got to say. Alexandria Nicole. Lexi Nicole Designs. Oh yeah, Allie Jones. That's my baby girl. Bad, she bad. I'm just giving y'all a heads up. You talking about a collection, you ain't seen nothing. It's coming. Just get ready. So speaking of what some people might deem controversial. So Smokey Robinson, William, did you know Smokey's first name, his real first name, is William? William Smokey Robinson decided to snitch on himself. He turned into Usher and went into These Are My Confessions. So he was on this TV show, and the subject came up about Diana Ross and how, he put Diana on. So Smokey and Diana lived in the same neighborhood. Apparently she moved away to the legendary Brewster Projects in Detroit, Michigan. They no longer exist, but the legendary, just Google the Brewster Projects in Detroit City. Legendary projects, housing projects, just like the Robert Taylor homes, which are torn down in Chicago. Cabrini Green, which was the scene for the movie, the TV show Good Times. It was depicted in the Cabrini Green homes. But the real serious project was the Robert Taylor projects. Even the Henry Horner projects, which are where Maurice White and Verdine White are from, on the west side of Chicago. Not quite as notorious, but you didn't want to get lost over there in the Henry Horner projects either. I digress. So Smokey was talking about when he first heard Diana, and she was like, hey, I want you to check out what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. And then the subject about Smokey and Diana, it's like, well, Diana wrote a book. And in the book, she talked about having an affair with you, Smokey. And Smokey's like, yeah. How long did it last? That was the next question. It lasted longer than it should have because I was married. Smokey snitched on himself, and he did it with a smile. I'm like, Smokey, you are a player, dude. Now, you talking about a brother that black don't crack. Ronald Isley, man, Smokey is at least 81. At least 81. Still look good. Even the young girl's like, ooh, girl, he fine. He'll get it. So I ain't mad at Smokey Robinson. Doing your thing, Smokey. Do your thing. Do your thug thizzle. Do your thing, Smokey. Happy birthday to Angela. I was just talking about Ronald Isley and his ex-wife, Angela Winbush. So, she started off, it was her and a guy named Renee. Renee and Angela. Back in the 80s, one of my favorite ballads still of all time, My First Love. Then Avant remade that song, and I think Kiki Wyatt did it too. Maybe Avant and Kiki did the duet. I'll Be Good, and I Love You More Than Before. So Angela Winbush is one of the baddest producers. Like before Candy Burrs, Patrice Rushen. Like in the 80s, there were two sisters that really didn't get the shine. They should have got as producers, but they were beasts in the studio. It was Angela Winbush and Patrice Rushen. So Angela Winbush got together, was working, produced some stuff for Ronald Isley, Smooth Sailing. And Ronald Isley was doing some stuff with her, and then I guess they got to doing more than that, and they got married, then they got a divorce. So happy birthday to Angela Winbush. Man, listen, you talking about singers. They could have had her on that 200 greatest singers list of all time. Angela Winbush. Google the sister. Just go and search some of her music. Go search My First Love. Just listen to that one alone. And Angel, those two. My First Love is my favorite, but Angel is a joint too. Because that sister can sing, repping St. Louis, Missouri. 68 today. R&B singer from across the big pond, from London, Estelle. She did the big hit, American Boy, with Kanye when Kanye wasn't wilding out. Estelle is 43 today. Former mayor of Atlanta, Miss Keisha Lance Bottoms. Happy birthday, Mayor Bottoms. She just left. I think she still works with the Biden administration. Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms is 53 today. And if you are a fan of Law and Order, remember the brother that played Detective Ed Green, Jesse L. Martin. So happy 54th birthday to Jesse L. Martin. Oh, by the way, Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, 53 today. Happy birthday to all my Capricorns celebrating birthdays. All right, let me shout out everybody checking in, watching me live in my live chat room. Of course, my number one fan, my number one producer, Mary Dixon, my mother. How you doing? I love you more than life itself, sweetie. You know that. And shout out to my man. He was a guest on my show. We had a great conversation. We had the real 200 greatest singers list of all time. So go back and binge watch Friday evening show. If you're out on the West Coast, out in LA, it was in the afternoon, 3:30 in the afternoon. If you were chilling in Hawaii, it was like 1:30 in the afternoon. Groove Master Dre, a DJ producer. He is in the chat room. How you doing, my brother? I love you more. Yeah, Renee and Angela, like I said. But man, my first love. Woo-hoo! Man, I gotta stop talking. Dre, my mother's watching. You about to get my ass in trouble. But that my first love. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Don't play with it. Don't play with it. And Angel was the joint too. And then her up-tempo stuff, I love you more, and I'll be the bass line. Like I said, Angela Winbush, one of the most underrated producers. Sister really never got her props. So, Miss Angela, I'm giving you your props on your birthday. Her and Patrice Rushen. It's not Patrice's birthday. But I think the two baddest female producers in the game, definitely in the 80s, Angela Winbush, Patrice Rushen. All right. So Groove Master Dre, thank you, man. Thank you for checking in, checking out the show. Listen, thank you for watching, everybody. Once again, I come to you live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. out on the West Coast. Please subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. You and everybody you know and don't know and love and like, can't stand, hate, even Tom Brady's ass. You know, I can't stand him. I called him the son of Satan. It's like, you shouldn't call that man that. Hey, he can get these jokes like everybody else can. So, no, I ain't a fan. And his ass is out of there. That was the one time that I was a Cowboy fan. The one and only time. But yes, Monday night, how about them Cowboys? I was rooting. But shout out to Dak Prescott. You handled your business, brother. I ain't mad at you at all. But y'all gonna, man, y'all got a problem Sunday. Now, if you can beat the 49ers up in Santa Clara, which is part of the San Francisco Metro, if you can go up there to the Bay Area and beat the 49ers, Dak, man, your respect is about to go way up here. Oh, even Stephen A. Smith is going to have to apologize to you on camera like he did to Rihanna, partner. So good luck with that. I don't have any rooting interest. I'm not emotionally invested in any pro football team. No National Football League team. No. Favorite players. Like I like Patrick Mahomes. That's my dude. I like the Chiefs, but I'm not emotionally invested. I ain't about to fight nobody. Now, look, I ain't about to fight nobody about no sports team. Now, we was talking about, like, these Cowboy fans are the most neurotic. Now, I know some sensible ones. Shout out to my man, Edwin Chef Wright. Two of my co-workers, DJ Tantrum. They are diehard Cowboy fans, but they're not delusional. They're not irrational. You know, when the team sucks, they're like, look, they're my boys, but they suck. Jerry Jones needs to retire, just get his ass out the way. But some of y'all like ready to fight. And I get it because, like, especially here, but around the country, man, there's so many black people that love the Cowboys. And y'all love a team with this, listen, racist ass Jerry Jones. He ain't racist. No, he was just a teenager hanging out with the racists that was standing in front of some teenagers that were just trying to go to school, but they didn't want the black kids to go to this high school in Little Rock. And there's a picture of Jerry Jones right there in the crowd. Now, he was like, oh, I was young, and I was following the... Y'all believe what you want to believe. And look, Jerry's charismatic. I like him. Listen, you can lie. See, because there are levels to racism. There's levels to it. He's like a low level. You know, he gonna smile and say the right things. And these brothers have helped him make billions, because that team is worth about $5 billion. So, you know, Michael Irvin was up in the owner's suite and hugging and kissing on his wife. And he loved Michael Irvin because Michael Irvin helped him make a lot of money. And Emmitt Smith and all them boys, Charles Haley. Yeah, Troy Aikman was in there, but them brothers was repping. And all them on defense, like I said, Charles Haley and the dudes, Larry Allen and Nate Newton, and the dudes on Eric Williams. Yeah, I know who they are. And Darren Woodson, Deion was there for a couple years. So them brothers helped make him a lot of money. But now, you don't see no black head coach. You don't see no black coordinator. And you don't see no black folks in the front office. And you're not going to see that, because that's a family-owned business by Mr. Jerry Jones. So, but there are levels to it. But still, Jerry got exposed. He got exposed when he was telling his team, if y'all take a knee, basically, you're not going to play for me. People will reveal themselves. Just watch and listen. That's all you got to do. But go ahead. Do you, Jerry. No, but I'm saying all that to say I'm not emotionally invested in any National Football League team. Two teams, Chicago White Sox baseball team, grew up watching, used to go to all their games. Grew up on the south side. The team was on the south side of Chicago. And the Lakers. Shout out to LeBron. LeBron is bowling. And Rob Pelinka, Genie Bus, do what your dad would do. Get this brother some help. Rob Pelinka, dude. Okay? Now, y'all can mess around and play around and piss off LeBron if you want to. And you can be irrelevant for another 10 years. Because you blow this if you want to. All right? Because these young kids, these young brothers coming up, okay, they're not like enamored. The Lakers, it's like they love Kobe, but it's a different vibe, man. If you disrespect LeBron, what young superstar is going to say, well, damn, if they do that to LeBron, the way he balling, he should be in the conversation for the most valuable player at 38. Like the last 10 games, leading the NBA in scoring and assists at 38. He looked like he's 25, dunking on folks, jumping out the gym at 38. Jordan didn't do that. And I'm from Chicago. Jordan wasn't jumping like that. He wasn't averaging no 38 points a game for no 10. He averaging for the season 29 points a game. Come on, man. He just scored like, what, 46? 48 the other night, Monday. I digress. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. Like I said, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Shout out to Mr. Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. CEO of Designer Cuts in the Charleston, South Carolina metro area. Man, whatever you need, he is the master. He's the master barber. He is the master with hair maintenance. He's the master. If it got anything to do with your hair, he can hook you up. Check him out on Instagram. Kel B Cutting Up. KELBECUTTINUP. Allie Jones, I was talking about earlier. She is the drip director, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show, along with Bruce Gage. Check Allie Jones out and the Lexi Nicole Designs. Just check her out, lx.ncl underscore is that little dash. LX.N, N like Nanette, C like Charlie, L like Lexi underscore. Bruce Gage, check him out, the Mario Uomo collection and the Flyball collection. Well, it is official Negro League baseball gear, jackets, ties, sweaters, t-shirts, caps, and a lot more. Check him out, Miglio di Mario Uomo. So that's Miglio di Mario Uomo, but the D is D-I. So it's MIGILIODIMARIOUOMO. The next live edition of the Geno Jones Show is going to be Thursday, tomorrow, or today, depending on what time you're watching me. If you're not watching me live, then it'll be Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Got nothing but love for you, like Heavy D said. Got nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing but love for you, mama. And in the meantime, until me and you meet again, as always, be blessed. Let's pray for peace. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.